Welcome back to From Downtown at Doc Allen TV. So this particular game, per se, I say series, was the second round series of the 2000 playoffs where the Lakers played the Suns. And from analyzing the series, you can tell that Kobe was coachable as far as those games. Um, the game Shaq scored, I want to say 37. Kobe took 11 shots. So he sacrificed scoring because Shaq had the advantage over Luke Longley, an older Luke Longley. Luke Longley had problems with a younger Shaq. He definitely had problem with prime beast mode Shaq. Uh, so Kobe deferred, as you can see, the field goal attempts, and he shot 45% from the field in that series. Um, then 73 from the line. No, normally he's an 80% and up free throw shooter. Second in assists on the team, first in steals, second in blocks, and fifth in rebounds. So when you look at how he played in that series, I definitely wouldn't say he was carried in this series as well. Because if you're going to get 21, 4, 2 steals, in almost a block and a half, almost a game from someone who's deferring. They're giving the ball up. And in the closeout game, they scored the most points, even though it was just 17. But that was a defensive game. Kobe up in that series, he was defended by Sean Marion and Jason Kidd, two premier defenders, right? So this is not an excuse for him. But that shows that he was coachable. And I think he don't get credit for that. People just talk about, him, taking bad shots. I mean, people can really just say whatever they want to say, and then it sticks to, can stick to you. Um, but I remember him also playing good defense on Jason Kidd, that series as well. So again, this is part two. Kidd only had 10 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. He wasn't known for scoring, but he could score 17, 18. I remember Kobe holding him the majority of the time. Penny played well that series, but that Cliff Robinson, they really had a solid team. That Phoenix Suns team. Rodney Rogers, he was a lefty. Cliff Robinson, guys that just knew how to play. That's what they had on their team, and Marion, Luke Longley. They had Kevin Johnson down there coming off the bench. He was older Kevin Johnson and wasn't getting the minutes. So that was a solid team um, that Kobe and the Lakers had to play against. But again, I definitely would not say he was carried in this series. And when you look at his point, he averaged 28 the first series, 21 this one. So even with deferring, he's still at 25. He was first in assists the previous series against the Kings, and now he's second. So assists average about 4, and then he upped his blocks and upped his steals. So come to show, he was focusing on other things. So again, this Kobe was carried by Shaq needs to be put into context, and I'm going to do it. So this series, he was not carried again. You have guys that average 17, 16, and they try to say they was carried, and you kind of, but someone, once you get over 20, you're not you contributing to the championship. Shaq was the 1A, and Kobe was the A minus. That's the way I look at this championship. It was no A and B. It wasn't that to me. It wasn't an A and a B because Kobe also was our first team defense. So he defended. You say he got older and then he was playing defense. He was taking the challenge of guarding the top guard on the other team, whether that was point guard or off guard. He was sticking them. And down the stretch he would take the three as well if need be. But that Laker team, man, they was you know, yeah, Ori in there and Fox, you know, Devin George, Sally getting them rings, collecting them rings on the bench. But yeah, Shaq definitely 1A in this particular series. Phil instructed Kobe to give it up. To give it up, to give the ball up. Kobe had the ball in his hands to close these games out. So that's why I'm like, when I see this stuff, I'm like, okay, it's time. We got to get this stuff out. And once I get through with the series, then we'll look at, I'm probably just gonna break down 2000, 2001, 2002, and I'm gonna get to the Dream Team. Oh, I can't because as a guy that said, man, it doesn't matter. It does matter if you want to count who was the best from 2000 to 2010. Duncan lost on a Dream Team on a stack. But they're saying you're better than Kobe, but you lost. But Kobe get on and win. So I don't. Plus, he got more championships. So it's not a him and Duncan split or him and Shaq split. It's Kobe because he got 5. Shaq had 4, and you can say it's very close if you want the Kobe and Shaq decade. You could do that, But I'm gonna take Kobe because he got 5. Plus, it was 1A, 1A minus. It was no B. Somebody threw 2 series averaging 25 a game and then deferred and still numbers only came down to 25. That's not somebody being carried. That's somebody contributing, even with Shaq being on the team dominating the other centers. Um, so the next one is going to be the Portland Trail Blazers, and that one, the numbers should be a little bit closer, and then you'll be able to tell from how his numbers got messed up from when Jalen Rose took him out, and that messed up some of his stats. But you have people with, I don't want to say lack the ability to um, see things through. Yeah, I see it. Common sense. If somebody gets hurt in the beginning of the game, yeah, I'm on leash on here. Ain't no holding back. I'm from downtown. Ain't no holding back. So somebody gets hurt in the beginning of the game. They get 1 rebound, assist, 0 points or 2 points. Common sense, your numbers and averages automatically going to go down for that series. If you play 5 games and you have zeros and you score this in the other games, you know, then the other games he was hurt. Play hurt, still closed out. But that's I'm gonna get to that. Still closed out that pivotal game. I want to say game 4, but here again, Phoenix Suns had Marion, Gardner, Jason Kidd, shot 45%, second in assists, first in steals, second in blocks per game as the 2 guard. Come on, man. Playing defense on the other end, shutting Jason Kidd down. 10 points. He barely got 10 points. He just took them out of the offense, and they ended up winning 4-1. So, and that's 21 points out of 98 points. So, um, we go into the average. Let's see. Let's see what the average is for that. That's the percentage per se. I don't not sure right off the top of my head. If someone could put in the chat if they was on here, I need you guys to subscribe. But okay, I got it. So 21%, almost a fourth of the points came from Kobe. Right, 21%. Fifth of the points come from Kobe. One fifth. So we putting this together. One fifth. So between you know him and Shaq, that was 50% of the offense to win the series. So that's A minus. That's what it looked like. So again, this is destroying those who are saying he was carried. That's not a carry job for someone averaging 25 a game through the first two series. This is a healthy Kobe. So that, and also defense, which people just eliminate. They say it doesn't matter as far as the defense. It does. Somebody's playing D on the other end. If you're a two-way player, if you played basketball before, your legs can be, if you really guarding on the other end, and then you got to come on offense and lead the team in scoring or be one of the main scorers or facilitators. That's tough. And he did that. So, and that's why I got him up there second, third all the time. You go flip flopping. Um, but I got him second, so second. And skill set from when you look at the totality of everything um, that was accomplished, how, if he would have starting, his stats would have been even higher, and playoff points have been more, like everything would have went up. So you didn't get to start and had to, come off the bench and all this stuff. So, but yeah, so Magic, Kareem, you know, they all up there, man. MJ, and all time greats can be beat, man. I don't know why people act like MJ can't. He can be beat. It's just you gotta have the right functioning pieces in order to beat them, and that goes for everybody in the top 10. They can be beat. That's just what it is. But some are more um, less likely to lose than others, and that's where you get the shuffling and moving around. Um, And so when you think about it, you got, from centers, and I'll be talking about that. You got Hakeem, Kareem, and Shaq, is my top three. And that's going to be another discussion. And that's going to be interesting, man, for who you'll take. But yeah, but that's all. Just want to put those stats out there and show this is round two. He averaged 21, averaging 25 through the first two series. All right, you know, this from downtown at Doc Allen TV. We'll see you next time.